Let's say the alphabet in the correct order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. The alphabet is made of vowels as well as consonants. Let's focus on the vowels. We have short vowels. Annie, elephant, is on Uber. A, E, O, E. And then we have long vowels. A, E, I, O, U. We're going to look at all the sound combinations that make up the long vowel. First, we're going to listen to a story, and then we're going to look at all the words that made up that story with the long vowel. Sometimes it is 2 letters that makes up one sound, but it sounds exactly the same as any of the other long vowels. Let's put it into practice, then you'll understand a little bit better. One day, far away from home, Granny Owl followed a trail on a paper map to visit his forest friends. He did not travel with a plane or a train. He walked with the main road and opened the gate to the forest. He saw a very friendly snake.
Granny Owl, we must hurry. Today is the day that we are going to bake a cake. I hope it won't rain because it is my birthday,
Snake said. Snake gave Granny Owl an apron.
This is a very basic cake. Wait, let me decorate it with a grape. There, That is how a birthday cake should look.
Granny Owl said.
We can also play a game. Let's dig a hole with a spade. I will get a baby acorn to throw in the hole. We will aim at the hole, and the first one that gets the acorn in is the winner.
Snake explained.
The race is on.
Granny Owl replied. Snake tried to use his tail to hit the acorn.
This was my best birthday ever. I wish you could stay a little bit longer,
Snake said.
Snake, I must hurry back home before the daylight fades. It was a wonderful day. The main thing is that you will have a good memory to treasure,
Granny Owl said and went back home. That night, Granny Owl planned his next adventure.
I will visit my friend Eric in Egypt. That is what I'll do.
And he fell asleep. Let's read all the long A words. Eric, the Eskimo, can be very lazy sometimes. Then it takes a long time for him to get anything done. And when Eric stands at the back of a word, that vowel turns into a very long sound. Then it is not a anymore, but a. Let's read the long A words. Cake, game, bake, snake, spade, grape, gate, plane, race, fade. Luckily, it's not just Eric that turns the A into an A. Let's read some more long vowel words. You'll recognize them from the story. Sometimes the A for apple turns into a long sound, into a long vowel. It depends on the placement within the word and the combinations of the sounds within a word. When you see this sign on top of any vowel, it means that this is a long vowel. Acorn, paper, basic, baby, apron. Are you ready to read a little bit more difficult long vowel words? I'm sure you are. When you combine two single vowels or single sounds, in other words, you put them together, then they will form one single sound. You will only hear one vowel. A clever name for putting together sounds are phonics. When you put together an a and e, it forms a long a vowel. Let's read these words. Main, train, rain, tail, trail. When you put together an a sound with a y, you also get the long a vowel. Day, play, birthday, away, today. I think it is time to go and have a look what Eric is up to in Egypt. Come along. Steve the elephant and Eric the Eskimo went for a trip to Egypt. These days, it is better to see the world when you are a teen. The pyramids are the most beautiful scene. Eric and Steve decided to have some tea and eat something sweet in the evening.
Wow, Eric, I hope our teeth will stay healthy after eating all this honey made by the bees,
Steve said.
This was surely a feast, Steve. I worry if my jeans will still fit after everything that we've eaten here in Egypt,
Eric replied.
You know what I'm thinking, Eric? These pyramids are also made from concrete, but this vintage theme looks much nicer to me, don't you think?
Steve asked.
Definitely. The people in those days must have been great athletes. I think if you compete against any of them, Steve, your strength would be shown. In those days, a lot of elephants helped to carry the heavy loads to build these beautiful pyramids,
Eric told Steve.
That is really good to hear. Good for my ego. And I don't think there would have been any evil person who could delete the plans of these buildings. They must have locked all the plans very deep in the tombs. No internet to save it on any cloud.
Steve laughed. It was time for Eric and Steve to leave. They've learned so many new things in Egypt. What a joy to see the world.
It is time to go and see what Ivan is up to, Steve. Maybe he is planning to build another concrete jungle.
Eric laughs. Let's help Eric and Steve to read some long E words. If Eric stands at the end of these words, then it changes completely. Eric can be a bit of a dreamer. Everything goes slower when Eric is around. Then the short E turns into a long E sound. Sometimes I think it is a good idea to be like Eric, to take everything a little bit slower, not join into this rat race. Let's read the long E words. Athlete, compete, scene, concrete, delete, Steve, Eve, these, year, theme. It's not always Eric's fault. Sometimes other letters turns the E into a long E sound. Let's read them. Depending on the position of the E sound or the combination of other letters, the E turns into a long E vowel. Let's read it together. Even, evening, Egypt, ego, evil. Can you see that the long E is in the beginning of words? Wait, there's more long E words. The E and A sound together forms a long E sound. Eat, tea, feast, jeans, leaf, two E sounds next to each other also forms a long E sound. B, C, teen, sweet, teeth. Off to see Ivan, the clever engineer. Ivan is a shy engineer. He is very wise. He learned his skills on his brother's bike when he was small. He was his brother's idol. He did such a fine job that he decided to become an engineer. Now he works with a pilot on a big plane. He can fix any light for the plane to be seen up high in the sky in the night. Ivan decided to take a break and play on the ice with his kite. The ice is as smooth as ivory. He did not quite see a certain item lying around. He did not smile anymore, but wanted to cry. He thought he was going to die. Suddenly, Ivan had a great idea.
I will tie the tail of my kite to the pine tree and pull myself up.
Ivan threw his kite high up in the pine tree. That was the right thing to do. He pulled himself up and dried himself.
This is much better. I think I prefer to be dry. I'll go and buy myself a pie for dinner, because now everything will be fine.
Ivan said, I think it is time for a bit of fun with orang-utan and ostrich. Eric is a very good friend to have. He makes life a little bit slower. Ivan enjoys it to spend time with Eric because then he can take a break from his hard work. Let's read the long I words. 9. Fine. Pine. Smile. Ice. Hide. Cut. Bike. Life. Wise. Did you listen carefully to the story? There are some words that are not in the story. Can you recognize them? Depending on the position of the sound, as well as the other letters in a word, sometimes the sound turns into a long I. Let's read the words. Pilot. Idea. Item. Idle. Ivory. There are more I sounds. Let's check them out. The and sound together makes a I. You've guessed it. Die. Cry. Die. Pie. Dried. The Yeti from the Y sound is also a very clever, wise creature. Go and listen to the Y sound ABC video. It is fun. You'll travel to the Himalayas. But when the Y sound is at the end of a word, it changes into a long I. Let's read the words. By. My. Dry. Sky. Shy. The next sound is a combination out of 3 letters. Let's go and have a look. E. G. Remember the give and get story? H. The house in Holland. And together it also makes an I sound. High. vat. Light. Right. Nut. Easy as pie, don't you think? This is the place Ostrich calls home. The bush. He likes living on his own. Here he can make his own oats and toast without living in a hotel. Here comes Orang-Utang. He always makes jokes. He swings with a rope.
Oh my, orangutan, of all the places on the whole globe, you've decided to take the road to the bush. Wouldn't you rather prefer the snow? There you can wear a coat. Ski and eat ice cream from a cone. That will be a bonus,
Ostrich said.
Me? Ski? That will be a total disaster. I think I would much rather grow old with you. I won't bother you. I will just sit on this stone and play with my toe.
Orang-Utang said. Ostrich got his phone to make some notes.
Okay, Orang, but each night before bedtime, you must bring me a rose, fresh from the garden. And that is after you've taken a foam bath. If not, you have to go. You can even row. There is a boat on the river.
Ostrich sounds a bit cross.
Oh no! I will keep my part of the deal. I hope you will be happy with me living here. I can even make French toast. And rolled oats without any help.
Orang-Utang looks happy to have a new home. It is time for us to go and see what Rufus is up to. But first, let's go and read some O words. Eric loves to go and play in the bush with Ostrich. Time goes by so slow when they play together. So the O turns into an O sound. Globe, joke, rose, stone, home, cone, phone, rope, note, hope. There are more O sounds. Depending on where the O sound is placed in the word, or how the other letters are combined in the given word, the O can also turn into a long O. Go, no. Hotel, total. Bonus. There are combination vowels that also forms the O sound. The O and A together also makes an O sound. Oats, coat. Foam, toast. Road. Do you want to learn more about the long O sound? No problem. The O sound together with the W sound also forms the O sound. Do you remember the ABC video about Winnie the Pooh and Wendy? That was fun. Bow, row. Own, snow, grow. The O together with the E also forms O. Toe, ho. Dough, foe. It is time to go and visit Rufus. Rufus is a student at the Bush School. Luckily, he does not need to wear a uniform or costume. The school starts in June. He is very good at making music with a flute. He loves to swim and play in the water.
The water is so blue. I can use my tube to float. Have you tried to glide from a dune after a swim? That is the best ever,
Rufus said. There are a few true friends in the school. Rufus loves playing with Sue. She's so cute. He tried to play Cupid once to get another friend for Sue. But it did not work out too well. Rufus loves listening to the news.
It is important to lift your ears and to be aware of what goes on in the world.
Rufus said. He is very good in maths.
I can work out the volume of a cube and do experiments with a tube. But best of all is when I can use the glue to make an artwork. Recently, I've made a pretty unicorn for my mum. It will be a surprise for her. I don't think she's got any clue.
Rufus thinks of his mum. His mum smells so nice. Her perfume smells like lavender.
I'll see you all soon. Time to go in and learn my long vowels in the classroom.
Rufus waved and said goodbye. Let's read the long U vowels together with Rufus. Eric enjoys spending time with Rufus in the bush school. But oh dear, everything goes by a little bit slower when Eric is around. Even the sound becomes a bit longer and becomes the U sound. Let's read them. Costume, perfume, June, June, cube, tube, June, flute, cute, use. There are more U words that we can read together. When the sound is placed in a certain spot of a word, then it changes to a U sound. Let's read the words, then you'll understand. Unicorn, Cupid, music, uniform, student. There are different U sounds with different combination of letters. Let's go and have a look. The E sound together with the W sound makes a U sound, just as in the following words: few, flew, dew, news, blue. We're almost done reading the ewe words. The R sound combined with another R sound also produces a long oo sound. Do, bull, moon, food, school, and the short combined with the short makes up another oo sound. Clue, glue, blue, sue, true. Let's quickly have a look at all the combinations of the long vowels. Long vowels. A combinations, E combinations, I combinations, O combinations, U combinations. You can make your own sound cards with these vowels to help you remember the long vowel combinations.